All right, let's talk about building a personal brand. We're going to break down exactly how you can build a powerful one from absolute scratch starting today in 2026. Just imagine this for a second. You're starting with literally 0 followers, no connections, no money. Sound familiar? Yeah, that's the starting line for pretty much everyone. And it can feel, well, impossible, right? But what if I told you that starting from nothing is actually your biggest advantage? Look, in 2026, this whole personal branding thing, it's not a nice to have anymore. It's not optional. It's basically survival. The game has totally changed. This isn't just for influencers anymore. It's your key to career security, to growth. It's about taking control and owning your own story. And let's be real for a second. If you don't build your brand, you're basically invisible. I mean, think about it. We're drowning in noise online. Attention is the most valuable thing there is. And if you don't have a brand, you're just letting some algorithm or worse, other people decide what you're worth. It is absolutely time to take control of that. So here's the game plan. We're going to cover why this matters so much right now, how to find your niche, pick the right platform, and maybe most importantly, how to survive those first brutal months. Then we'll get into growing your reach and your income. All right, let's do this. Okay, first up, why does this matter so much right now? It really boils down to this one simple idea. Your name is your biggest asset. And believe me, in 2026, that has never been more true. I mean, just take a look around. The whole idea of a stable job, it's kind of fading. AI is coming in and replacing skills we all thought were safe. The new currency in this world is attention. And you know what people trust more than anything? They trust other people, not faceless companies. They trust individuals who have a voice and show up consistently. All right, next section, finding your niche and your identity. The subtitle here is Clarity is Power, and that's no joke. Without clarity, you're just screaming into an empty room. Nobody's going to hear you. So how do you get that clarity? You've got to ask yourself 3 really important questions. First, what can I honestly talk about for the next 5 years without getting bored? Seriously. Second, what's a problem that I can actually solve for someone? And third, what do people already come to me for advice on? Your answer is probably hiding in one of those. This is such a perfect example. You could say your brand is about motivation. Okay, vague, right? You're competing with everyone. But what if you said it was practical motivation for broke students? Boom! Now you have a specific audience, a clear problem, and a real identity. Being specific is how you grow fast, because people know exactly what they're getting from you. Okay, so you've got your niche. Now what? Section 3 is all about choosing your platform and your strategy. This is the where and how of building your brand. Listen, the number one mistake people make is trying to be everywhere. Don't do it. Just pick 1, maybe 2 platforms. That's it. Being consistent on 1 platform is 1,000 times better than being chaotic on 5. And think about how you naturally communicate. Are you a deep diver, someone who loves to teach? YouTube is probably for you. Do you think in quick visuals, Instagram Reels, all business and professional growth, LinkedIn? Or are you all about short, punchy thoughts? That's Twitter or X. You've got to match the platform to who you are. Focus is everything. And here's a super simple but crazy effective formula for your content. 4 steps. Start with the problem your audience is facing. Then, tell a story, a personal one if you can. People connect with stories, not boring lectures. Third, offer your solution. And finally, give them 1 simple action step they can take right now. Problem, story, solution, action. Just rinse and repeat. That's how you build a real following. All right, let's talk about the hardest part, and I mean the hardest part, surviving those first few months. I call it the trial of silence because, honestly, that's what it is. It can feel like you're just talking to yourself. You have to understand this. Building a brand is a 2-year game. It's not a 30-day challenge. You gotta burn this timeline into your brain. Those first 3 months, that's what I call the quit point. Your views will be terrible. You'll get like 2 likes and 1 is from your mom. The self-doubt is going to scream at you, and that is completely normal. Everyone goes through it. But if you can just survive that, by the 1-year mark, you'll feel a shift. It's a turning point where consistency finally starts to build real trust. And by year 2, that's when it happens. That's when you finally become known for something. You just have to be patient enough to get there. Here's the mindset you need to adopt. Documentation over perfection. You don't have to be the world's leading expert on day 1. Just document your journey. Share what you're learning. Share your screw-ups. Share the small wins. Being real and authentic will build your authority way faster than pretending to be perfect. Okay, let's get to the fun part. Section 5, growing your reach and, yes, your income. This is where all that hard work, all that consistency, really starts to pay off, and you start building your kingdom. You can't do this alone in a little bubble. You have to network, but you have to do it smartly. Don't be that person who spams, "check out my page," under every post. Instead, go find the big creators in your niche and leave thoughtful, valuable comments. Add to the conversation. That gets you noticed. And here's a pro tip. Collaborate with other small creators who are on the same journey. You can grow together, rise together. It works. And please, please do not believe the myth that you need 100,000 followers before you can make a single dollar. That's just not true. You can start making money early if you offer real value. You can do freelance work, you can do one-on-one coaching, you can create a small digital product, or even just recommend tools you love through affiliate marketing. The opportunities are right there way before you get huge. And it all comes down to this simple formula. A small audience that has high trust in you equals income. That's it. 1,000 true fans who trust you are infinitely more valuable than 1,000,000 followers who don't care. Your goal is not followers. Your goal is trust. Because trust is what builds a real sustainable business. So that brings us to the end. The final section. Your journey starts today. We've gone through the whole blueprint, step by step. But now, the next chapter is yours to write. You've probably heard this quote before, but it's so true. The best time to build a personal brand was 5 years ago. The second best time is now. It is so easy to get stuck thinking, I wish I'd started back then. But regret builds nothing. The only thing that matters is the decision you make right now, today. That's where all the power is. Seriously, just think about it. It's 1 year from now, it's 2027, and you're looking back at a full year of showing up, of being consistent, of documenting your journey and building real trust with people. The future you, the 2027 you, will be so incredibly thankful that you had the guts to just start today. So we've covered the why, we've covered the how, but in the end, there's really only one question left. This is where it all begins and ends. What do you want to be known for?